a little bit later than normal because we had Jack Whitehall on the programme. It's Victoria Luxford with movie reviews for a Thursday morning. Victoria,
good morning.
Thanks for coming on this morning. We were just talking to Jack Whitehall there. Obviously, he's done a couple of movies, hasn't he? Himself now, Jungle Cruise, Clifford the Big Red Dog. I mean, is he deserving of the title movie actor, do you think, in your view?
Absolutely, yes, of course. He had the Bad Education movie as well a few years ago. He's done quite well in Hollywood. One of the I suppose few sort of comedians that go over there and really make it. I know James Acaster has done one or two sort of smaller roles and things, but to be a lead in even something like Clifford the Big Red Dog, which is you might see as a little bit lighter. It's how a lot of big actors start. His Jungle Cruise star Dwayne Johnson got his start in family movies, and it seems that he might be at the beginning, but I think yes, certainly a movie star from his beginnings in comedy.
Robots is his new movie, by the way. If you have a look at him on Twitter, he's tweeting quite a bit about the release of that. The trailer for the movie, which gets released on the 19th of May, is up there, and I'm sure that'll be something you'll be speaking about in the coming weeks, Victoria. But for this week, let's have a look at what's around, shall we? First of all, what's on in the cinema?
My best of cinema this week is Polite Society, which is out Friday. It's a British comedy about a young girl who uses her love of action movies to try and sabotage her sister's wedding.
I'm Ria Khan. I am going to be a stunt woman. My sister Lena is the only person who believes in me.
Want to help me with a vid for my channel?
Please! No! She helps me with all my training.
You are going to be such a great stunt woman. That was dope, though.
That's the first I've heard about this movie. I don't know anybody who's in it. I don't know anything else about it. Any good?
It's a really good. It's great fun, and it's a good point there. I think Polite Society and other British movies don't always get the advertising, the big promotion that the big American movies do. So I think it's good that we have these sort of talks about movies that deserve it. It's a real vibrant mix of genres that include Bollywood, high school movies, action films, a little bit of the style of something like Everything Everywhere All at Once, maybe a little less out there than that movie, but a great young cast and a lot of humour, lovely sisterly bond in the middle of the narrative as well. It's a bit different, but I really enjoyed it, and I think it's worth checking out.
Polite Society opens in cinemas this weekend, out tomorrow, in fact, in cinemas across Coventry and Warwickshire. So something we can all watch and enjoy at home. Victoria, what are we going for here?
My best of home this week is Magic Mike's Last Dance on DVD and on demand now. It's the third and possibly final Magic Mike film, which sees Channing Tatum put on one last show in London.
I'm going to put on a show at this famous theater.
People are numb, disconnected. We're going to wake them up with a wave of passion they've never felt before.
Hell yeah.
Without further ado, I give you the visionary artist, Magic Mike.
So,
Got his audience, hasn't he, Channing Tatum? I think it's fairly safe to say that. But I really enjoyed him. I can't remember the name of the movie, Victoria, you'll put me right about this, which he co-starred alongside Sandra Bullock recently, which I thought was really good.
Yes, The Lost Kingdom, which was one of the big breakout hits of the last year. A very, really fun film. A bit of a reinvention of Channing Tatum after a bit of a break of the last few years away from the big screen. He's had a few movies that have come back and hit big. And this is the end of probably a bit of an unlikely trilogy, which started as a gritty drama, but had a lot of more comedy in its sequels. Of course, there's a London stage show now based on the brand, as it were. This does what it says on the tin. A last hurrah for Channing Tatum's character, who has a great connection with Salma Hayek, who you just heard there as his employer. It's an entertaining end to the franchise, and I think if you are a big fan of the previous films, you'll like this one.
Love Salma Hayek as well. Really good to involve her in this. Magic Mike's Last Dance, available on DVD and on demand. Now, something to watch at home over the weekend. And we always ask you every week, Victoria, to choose a family classic that we can all maybe curl up to and curl up with on a Sunday afternoon. What have we gone for here?
My family classic this week is Hook on Netflix now. It's the 1990s Peter Pan sequel starring Robin Williams as a grown-up Peter who returns to Neverland to remember who he is.
Only you can save your children. You must make yourself remember.
Remember what?
Peter, don't you know who you are?
Have to fly. Have to fight. Have to crow. Have to save Maggie. Have to save Jack. Okay, he's back. Who?
And thanks to Jenna Benson on Question of Sorts this morning, we now know that Captain Hook's ship was, of course, called the Jolly Roger. Robin Williams in this, the late, great Robin Williams, and this movie really sort of playing to all of his skills, Victoria.
Absolutely. It's a brilliant family film directed by Steven Spielberg and a great cast, including Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook, Bob Hoskins as Smee, a secret cameo from Glenn Close, if you can look out for it. She's in disguise, but that's sort of one of the great bits of movie trivia, the secret Glenn Close cameo as one of the crew of Hook's ship. But it's all about Robin Williams. He's the one to watch here, as he usually always is. Just a joy in a role that allows him to be both serious and fun. A great one for all the kids, and I think just a real mix of drama and comedy, and a way to bring on a character that it's been adapted so many times, but this is a different look at it.
Good stuff. And three picks there for us for the bank holiday weekend, lest we forget, extra day on Monday. So maybe an opportunity to visit more than one of those recommendations. Thanks very much, Victoria. Speak again next week.
Thank you.
Best of cinema, best of at home, something for the whole family to watch every week with Victoria Luxford, Stratford-upon-Avon movie critic, with us on BBC CWR.